Okay, so it's the first weekend in April, and this is about the last time of the year that we can afford to be planting our carbon crops if we want to get a really good crop of carbon to harvest in spring to make our compost heaps with in spring. So that means that the last of our summer crops are coming out this weekend, and we're replanting them with lupins and oats. So this is a particularly interesting bed here. I planted 2 metres or 2 circles of King George beans, which aren't a super vigorous growing bean. I just put skinny bamboo in the ground and poked it straight vertically in a circle, made a circle for each metre. So there's 2 circles there, and so that means I think there were about 20 bamboos in each circle, and there's probably 2 beans on each bamboo, so probably planted about 80 plants. And I planted them really late. I planted these after my potatoes came out, after my early potatoes came out. And so they went in probably mid-January, and they've reached the tops of their poles, and they've formed beans all the way up. And they're at the very bottom, they're just starting to like go dark purple, which is the dry, when they're starting to dry. But they're mostly still bright red, which means they're at the shell out stage. So I'm going to harvest all these beans at the shell out stage, which is, they look like that, and shell them and steam the beans and put them in the freezer to make pretty much instant bean salads, Italian bean salads. Traditional way of eating these beans in Italy is to cook the beans, which doesn't take very long when they're shell out beans, and then serve them with olive oil, red onions, maybe a few other things, make it into some kind of a salad. Yep, so we're doing that this weekend. We're also harvesting the last of our red noodle beans. They'll become seed. Loads of peppers, quite a few of them are immature because it's our last pick and we're pulling them out. They'll get roasted and fermented and turned into a sort of like a pepper sauce, pepper for putting in soups and stews.